And that's going to have huge impacts on our lives, our social structures, right? Potentially where we even live. We may inhabit other planets in the future, and I honestly believe we will. I don't know when we will, but I do believe we will.
Need sticky notes. Has anyone here ever taken an Uber or a ride-share service of any kind? Yes? Enough people in the room? Good. Has everybody here taken a taxi? Okay, cool. That's what we really needed. So what we're going to do, as an example, is go through ride-share services. Okay, come on, gather in. This is all about intervention.
All entrepreneurs are looking for the same thing: mentors, someone to invest in them, access to working capital, business support. And I think you've got it really good here. At least our systems work, you have banks, but there are still a lot that both government and communities can do to support entrepreneurs.
Right, the pictures, here we go.
We are Festival Director. We provide online ticketing and solutions to reduce admin for event managers. Between us, we have about 25 years experience in managing events, and Shane is also an IT architect.
Rather than the organic approach that we've taken so far of customers coming to us, we actually want to get aggressive in their market, and we think the rebranding will help us get aggressive in the market.
Living with pain saps strength, positivity, as well as the bank account. Sufferers can become fearful and depressed as they lose hope of ever returning to a normal life again. And sadly, even after seeing doctors and specialists, over 40% go on to live with chronic or intermittent pain.
Something that you mentioned about the fact that you will be vetting people, did you mean that you will vet every person before they are allowed to start the program?
Every person will fill out a questionnaire. So this might be an online questionnaire that, until I've actually got that up and running, they will complete a basic questionnaire.
We've been working with a Professor of Materials Science, Mark Inett, at the University of Wollongong to test the flex properties of this surfboard. His research has proved that the reverse curve flex tail is able to absorb and redirect energy 3.9 times faster than a regular surfboard.
That was a really good idea, and it just reminded me that I have a connection to Barton Lynch, and his wife, who was my yoga instructor, they are very into the soul, and they take surf boat trips to the Maldives, and they do yoga in the mornings and then they go surf. So I'd be very happy to make a connection, not that I know Barton, but I know his wife, because I just feel like the vibe will be there, right? That appreciation of a good ride and the soul, and and he's still a pretty big name.
Barton's not too old.
I knew that he would be. So you've already got that connection. Ask him to help you.
When I trialled Ginger at Bega Valle School with kids and their parents, as the stories unfolded, they all wanted to help Ginger feel better. They learned together as they did all the exercises because they were fun and they made them feel good.
I think you've answered my question by giving us such an authentic story about how you were seeing this. I think very few people probably have what you have put together yourself and your insights. So I think that's the answer to that question. This obviously would have global, international opportunities, and this is something that would, again, it's a translatable, it's not a societally separated one. So you could see that as a global market, it's translated in every language. And
I've been talking to people in Japan already, just saying,
This is your sanctuary away from all of the stress of the day. Unfortunately, for many people, that journey home doesn't bring them relief because the house they live in is not their own. They have no respite from the day they've had because their rent is high and they can't afford the deposit for the house they really wanted to buy. That was my mum's story when I was growing up. She was stuck in that rental cycle, desperate to get out, and that experience motivated me to find a solution.
Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about what is it that Road to Home will do? What's the the activities that they will do for people who are looking for a home.
Okay, so say you're a customer, say you're wanting to find your way to home ownership and you need a stepping stone. So a tiny house is a really good stepping stone. So you come to me and you say, well, through our online platform, and you think that I would like a tiny house and there's a particular design you would like. So my plan is to have tiny house companies that would be able to demonstrate what they can provide that might suit your needs. And then you say, well, that's all very well, but I haven't got any land. So I'll have a land register of available vacant land in the right zone throughout this particular shire to begin with. I think I'm the only one who completely pivoted from the beginning of the program till the end, to the point where I felt I was a bit out to sea for a while. I am incredibly grateful to the women that I had the opportunity to share time with during these last 12 weeks. This project, if it floats, it will be as a result of the gifts that they have given me, and of course the mentors. So I just wanted to make sure that it
The food we eat and the food supply systems are negatively impacting on our health and the health of our planet. Don't worry, this pitch isn't doom and gloom. I have a solution. A sustainable form of farming that provides a nutrient-dense crop and improves the environment. I'm Jo, marine biologist, Churchill Fellow and owner of Sea Health Products. I've just returned from researching kelp farms in Asia, Europe and America, where I met with kelp farmers, scientists, visited hatcheries, farms and processing facilities. I feel more than ready to introduce kelp farming to Australia, right here on the South Coast.
I love kelp, seaweed. One of the first challenges that I did in my job was to run a blue economy challenge around sustainable aquaculture in the Indo-Pacific. So I've got some great contacts for you. It sounds like you've got a great network globally already. And I love the fact that, didn't CSIRO just develop a new animal feed that reduced cows' methane if they ate the kelp? The applications are endless.
Yeah, so our first prize winner receives $1,000 cash prize, which will be a great kickstart to any business, and $1,500 About Regional media package. So thank you to About Regional for your support throughout our journey in the Bega Valley. And Omar, would you like to announce, drum roll?
Yeah, so it was a very hard choice, but it was unanimous at the end. So and that goes to Sea Health Products.